This is Sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Don't shake your body.
Wake your punk ass up. That crust out, y'all.
And she's here with us today. Uzo Aduba is here, ladies and gentlemen. What a powerful moment.
That's crazy.
Wasn't that powerful?
Crazy.
When you said, I want to thank my mother who came all the way from Nigeria to make a better life for us, I was like, wow, that was powerful.
Yeah, I mean, if I don't even have the time. The time does not exist to tell you in full this woman's story. She has lived 10 lives and is more than I think 10 men could.
Really?
Could survive. And this is a woman who poured everything she had into her children, and still does. And still does. Don't know. I mean, she's my hero.
Did you grow up in Nigeria or you were here?
No, I grew up here.
Okay.
I was born and raised here. I've been obviously back and forth over my life.
Yeah.
But my home, my parents are both. Most of my parents are Nigerian, and I grew up in a very traditional Nigerian household. So it was a very Nigerian upbringing, which I'm very proud of.
What does that mean? Like strict, or was it very?
It's it's strict.
Yeah, okay.
It's definitely
That's the first
strict.
word I
Nigerians
went
don't
to.
play.
Yeah.
She said nope.
But prideful too, though, right?
Yes, and we're very proud of who we are, where we come from, our culture, our history as a people. It's not forgetting who you are, living your life from my parents are living from a place of the highest point of dignity. We it took work to be here. So I need you to honor and acknowledge that work.
Yeah.
And it's my mom. I focus on her so much because daily she was instilling in us this idea of hard work.
Yeah.
That there's no free lunch in America. You have to work for it.
What did they think of you wanting to pursue acting? Because a lot of times those kind of parents are like, what the hell you want to do? Acting?
Yeah.
Go to school, get a,
Yes.
Right?
Be a doctor.
Yes, exactly. Like the traditional profession is lawyer, which I thought I was going to be because I could talk a lot. And medicine, engineering, finance, something like this.
Yeah.
That was the traditional path. And I thought I was going to be a lawyer, and I was on that route until a teacher of mine came and kept me after class one day and said she thought that I should go into performing arts because she thought I really would love it. And being the child of immigrants, the thing is that I don't think, at least for my parents at least, it wasn't met with resistance that I should be doing something else, though that does exist. I think because where you're coming from, how you can create a life to support yourself and support the extended family, the village, these are the professions that can accomplish that. So I just think it was outside of their realm of comprehension, that this could be a career choice or that you could go to school for it. And so when I came home, I told them I wanted to go to school now and be an artist and actually an opera singer. They were supportive. My parents were supportive. My extended family, I remember when I told them, I was at my high school graduation and one of my uncles was like, so what will you be studying? I was like, singing. And he was like, singing. Just ordinary singing. Wow. That. He couldn't rap it.
Singing like you do in the shower.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's what we're talking about.
Exactly. He's like, I want to be clear. He's like, no, my mom, come here and tell me what this girl says she's going to be doing. That kind of thing. But they were supportive, and my mom would come to every show at school. She'd come to everything. When I moved to New York, come and see every single show. She was rooting for me. I think she also was inside, like, please let this work out. I don't know what we're getting ourselves into. But
because Because you could have embarrassed the family name.
Yes. Yeah.
That's what it is.
And that's what I was going to bring up, because a lot of people in Hollywood, they'll tend to change their names. And I also have a lot of Nigerian friends who have changed their names to make it easier for people in America to say aloud. Was that ever something that you considered, or was it important to you because of your Nigerian pride?
I never considered it as an adult. I went through that struggle when I was a kid. When I was in elementary school, the constant, mispronunciation and or just straight up laughing at your name, when they see it. Because my first name is actually Uzo Amaka. That's the full name.
Uzo Amaka.
So, yes.
Okay.
Uzo Amaka is my full name. It means the road is good. And so when you see that, my middle name, Uzo Amaka Waneka Aduba, that's a lot for people who aren't familiar with seeing that. And so you'd see teachers be like, Azumeka, Uzumaka, be like, well, that's a funny name, and who wants to have that experience when you're a kid? Most kids want to sort of assimilate and fit in. You don't want to stand out. So when I was a kid, I came home one day from school, and I said to my mom, I was like, Mommy, I just remember she was cooking in the kitchen. She's like, I said, can you call me Zoe? We already talked about Nigerians and our pride, right? Okay. Yeah. So, in our history, can you call me Zoe? I thought it was, it's a good shorthand. It's derivative of Uzo, it works. Right. And so, she stopped cooking, and I'm number 3 of 5. Okay, so I have an older sibling, so she'd already been down this road before. So she stopped. She said, "Why?" And I said, because no one can say Uzo Amaka. And she, without skipping a beat, my mom's quick.
Yeah.
And she's like, if they can learn to say Tchaikovsky and Dostoevsky and Michelangelo, then they can learn to say Uzo Amaka. And she just went back cooking. That was the end of the conversation.
That was it.
That was it. We're not discussing. It's not up for discussion. And no, I won't. Thank you very much. Call you Zoe. And that was the one and only time that I had a conversation about changing my name. And by the time I grew up, I was so rich with my, at the time it's like, oh, why do you compare your kids? Like, why do they have an accent? Why do you have to have all these things? Then you grow out of that and you realize, no, there is a story there. I am here because of what these people have experienced. Can I tell you about it? Do you want to know about it? Let's learn a little bit about these people who are amazing and the journey they went through to get here. So I wear that now as a badge of honor.
Yeah.
There you go. As you should. As you should. Uzamaka Aduba.
Aduba. Yes.
Yes. My last stepfather is Nigerian.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's his name?
I can't say it.
Oh, okay.
But I can say your name.
Yes.
And so I did a little studying of the culture. I'm fascinated by it.
Yeah.
To be quite honest with you, but I'm fascinated by you too, because when you mentioned you were studying opera, a lot of folks, what opera? But I remember on the Wiz.
Yes.
The television cat. Remember the Wiz, the TV cat?
Of course.
And we heard you do this.
Oh my God.
If you believe
888-742-3345. Call us.
you know.
Yes.
Wow.
That was amazing.
Oh my gosh.
I got goosebumps when you
real.
Thank you.
Killer.
I love that it just shows, because you've done Broadway, and it shows your range. A lot of folks probably was introduced to you through Orange is the New Black,
yes.
And may not have any knowledge of how much depth you have in your artistry. And I get goosebumps when I hear you sing that.
Hey, man. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
I just see you doing this. You know what I mean? That's a powerful song.
That moment.
You can't just walk into that. There's some legends that have sang that before you.
Yeah.
Oof.
That was overwhelming. I mean, I love The Wiz, and to have been asked to be a part of that, and with these amazing, let's please talk about these amazing talents from Queen Latifah, who I'm obsessed with, to then Mary J. Blige, and Neo, Neo. So many people that we had a part of that project who were just incredible. Kenny Leon, who I know from the theater community, directing. It was just amazing. Yes, Shanice. Who was so good.
She from Jersey City, Sway. I just thought I thought.
Heather from Jersey.
No, I know her. No, seriously. I know her father.
Really?
Yeah, I know her father.
Oh, no way.
Shelton, and good family, great family, beautiful young lady. Grew up in the church, singing in the church and stuff.
Yeah.
The whole community was so supportive of it, and y'all did just an amazing job. Broke numbers and records doing that. It was great.
It was a great time.
I feel like there's somebody who always goes overlooked in this, and who made that whole broadcast successful was the role that Common played in it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he was in it.
Yeah. He was in it. Yes, he was. He was the gatekeeper.
He was the gatekeeper.
Yes, and he was excellent.
He had about 4 lines, but he knocked them out the park, y'all.
Yes, he did.
He did it for hip hop.
He did it for hip hop.
He did it for hip hop.
He did. He was great.
So we got some phone lines here. Karan is from Texas.
Hey, Karan.
Hello, Karan.
What up?
Hi, how are you?
Doing great. Say hello to Uzo.
Hi.
Hi.
I would like what was your favorite part from season 5 of Orange is the New Black?
My favorite part of season 5 of the show was, I have 2 favorite parts. One, have you finished? I don't want to spoil it for you. It was when she's looking for heaven. I'll say it like that. And the end.
That's very cryptic.
Yeah,
Right.
because it just came out, and I don't want to even. I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah.
You did that well.
Yeah.
Karan, did you see it yet?
No, I have not. I'm looking forward to it.
Go home and see it now that you got a chance to speak to Suzanne Crazy Eyes Warren.
Yes.
Okay?
I will. Thank you.
Absolutely. Jennifer from Washington is on the line. Go ahead, Jennifer.
Oh, Jenny.
Hey, what's up?
What's up,
Hi.
Jen?
I want to say by way of California, so.
Okay.
just add that.
That's what's up. Golden State Warriors. You want to claim it, jump on it. It's okay. Uzo, you Warriors fan?
I am a Celtics fan, so I'm
'cause you're
Boston. I'm Boston.
Oh, so fortunate.
I know. Wow.
They did good this year, though.
Really?
The Celtics did
Yes,
good
we
this
were.
year.
We were nearly there. Nearly. What you talking? Where you come? What?
Oakland. Don't even.
Big ups to Isaiah.
Yeah. No. I will say Isaiah.
You
Yeah.
just say he's your new hero.
He's my new hero.
Yes,
For
he's a
him
champion.
to play through what he went
Yes, he
through.
did. Yes,
He's
he
a
did.
champion.
He's a champion.
Humble. A giant in the game.
Yes, absolutely. 100%.
I wonder where he watched the series from, too.
Oh, wow.
Joke.
May have KD send him a ring. All right, I'm sorry. Hey, go ahead, Jennifer. What's your question?
Always.
My question is, how did you react and how did the cast react to Poussey's death on the last season? It was devastating for us all. How did you all feel?
It was devastating for us as well on 2 levels. Number one, we all love the character Poussey.
Yeah.
Who doesn't love Poussey?
Yeah.
You know? And on a more personal level, it was really devastating because as much as we love Poussey, we love Samira even more.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Samira Wiley, who plays Poussey, she's just the best. She's
Yeah.
awesome. She's such a sweetheart. She's super talented. And when she told us that she was going to be dying, when Poussey was going to be killed off, it was devastating. And selfishly, I felt sad because somebody, she plays for my team. She's in the ghetto dorm with us, and I get to work with her every day.
Yeah.
So selfishly, I was upset that I didn't get to see have that experience with my cast member and friend on a daily basis. But she's gone on to do incredible work in Handmaid's Tale, which you should check out. She's phenomenal in that. So I'm ultimately so proud of her. But it was hard, and it was even harder to know the way in which we were going to lose her.
Yeah.
Because at the time when we were making it, we were seeing people on the news, it felt like every other day, losing their lives at the hands of law enforcement. And to see that play out on our show just further underlined that pain that you're experiencing, you're feeling. And living.
Yeah.
So it was tough.
Because of this role, because of this show, I do this. I work with this this initiative called On the Last Mile, and in the Last Mile .org. It's a program that goes into prison systems and teach the inmates how to code, so that when they come out of prison, they'll have a skill set. They also earn a little more money than your average prisoner does inside of prison. Great. But going inside of prison, it gave me a whole new outlook of what it must be like to be in prison. Did you ever go to prison before playing this role, or have you since?
I myself have never. I've been to a prison as a visitor, but not. I've not been incarcerated. So, and those are still two different things. Because I can walk out. Yeah, right. You know, at the end of this day, I can leave. You have to stay. Yeah. I had my hometown. Had a Scared Straight program, and we went and visited a prison when I was a kid, and it's the one and only time I've ever been in one. But I was scared straight. Like, it worked on me.
I had to do that too.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you?
I was a badass kid, but I thought it was kind of funny at the time. Like, it didn't work. You know what I mean? Because you don't really, I don't know, maybe see the value in what they're trying to teach you about not going to jail. You just think you're tough and shit, so you just kind of be like, yeah, whatever. Yeah. You know, and you're kind of laughing at the guards and the prisoners who were trying to scare you, and I don't know, it just didn't hit on me.
And look how you turned out. So.
But
You know what I'm hella curious about? A lot of times when I'll see someone casted as like an OD creepster, I'm like, when they received that call from the agent that was like, yo, you want to play Crazy Eyes? Did your ego say, what you trying to say about me?
A little bit, because more so because I didn't read for that part. I read for
somebody else.
Completely, when I say completely different, I mean completely different part. And so when I read for this other character and then said, you know, I got the call and they said, you remember that audition you went in for Orange is the New Black? I said, yeah. And they're like, do you remember the part you read for? I said, yeah, Janae, the track star, you know, blah, blah. They're like, yeah. And, well, you didn't get it. And I was like, okay, thanks for that call. And then it was like, they were like, but they'd like to offer you another part. I said, okay, what's the other part? And they say Crazy Eyes. It makes you wonder what in that audition said, you know, she's not really quite right for the track star, but she is most definitely right for
Crazy Eyes.
You know what I mean? I don't know, but I know now, having, you know, been working on this project, that was the perfect marriage. Right. That was right, you know.
Didn't you show up wearing the Crazy Eyes kind of hairdo?
I did, and maybe that was it. So we're like, this is not a track star, you are not.
But you really ran track, though.
I did.
What was your events?
I ran 100, 200 meters and did the long jump in high school and college. Did you run as well?
I ran the 300-meter hurdles in college. I ran the 400-meter hurdles. I was a regional champ in Northern California.
Okay.
Triple jump, long jump.
My sister's a triple jumper.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, how far did she go?
Well, you're like, we here. That's what you're saying. We're going to do this.
Well, yeah. What's your PR?
I don't know. I would have to ask her. She was a triple jumper at school. I don't actually know. I don't even want to throw a number out there because I can't actually guess. I probably should know what her.
Yeah. So we got that in common.
Yes. I love that.
I do
Big
too.
ups to track.
Hey.
Yeah.
So, go ahead, Abby.
No, really quickly. I know you got to go. Did you ever see the teacher again that sort of said that you should go down?
Yes. We're still in touch. I'm actually in touch with, is it 8 or 10? I'd have to count out really correctly. From my kindergarten teacher, yes, all the way up to college professors of mine. That teacher, my teacher, Sarah Mealize, her name is now Mrs. Router because she's since married, but when I had her, she was Ms. Mealize. And yes, we still are very much in touch. My last Broadway show that I was doing, she came up to come and see it. And I have always loved teachers my entire life. They had a huge impact on my life. You know, it's funny because you think you're steering the car, and then sometimes you meet people, you realize they're actually paving the way and putting you on the course that leads your life in the direction that it goes. And had that moment not happened that day, I can still see it in my head when she said, you really enjoy this. I think you would like doing something like this. And I was staring at her because I had no idea you could go to school for something like this. And she said, you know, you can go to school for something like this, right? And like that light bulb went off, and I said, this is what I'm supposed to do with my life. And it just shows you the power of a teacher that is invested in a student, how you can really shape a life.
Wow. Uzo Aduba is here.
The road is
Aduba.
good.
The road is good.
I know this is kind of. I'm just gonna throw it out there. If you don't ask, you won't get an answer. But
Yeah.
I'm really fascinated with your voice.
My voice.
Yes, how powerful it is. and you mentioned opera, and it would be so good if you could just vamp something in an operatic form over a hip hop. I don't even know if that's a word. Is that possible?
Vamp something over with a hip hop form.
No. You can sing whatever. Like, Wonder, throw a beat on. Let's
Ooh.
Hip opera.
Hip opera.
Yes.
Carmen. yeah, I know you know.
Carmen, Beyonce, I was so
You I know you know.
Sway in the morning.
We could say. Oh, mio bambino caro, mi piace bello come
Sway in the morning. Uzo Aduba. Shade 4-5. That was amazing.
Next level.
Don't forget to watch Orange is the New Black season 5 on Netflix right
my
now.
God.
That was amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Up next, DB, who we got?
The cast of All Eyes on Me.
Shade 4-5.
It's Sway in the morning, only
On Shade 45.